Hello everyone, I hope you're doing really well. So in today's video I wanted to chat to you guys about some of my New Year's resolutions and also give you a general bit of a life update at the end of this video as well. I hate some of those resolutions where it's like I want to lose all this weight and go to the gym every single day. The ones that kind of put so much pressure on yourself and that makes you just not want to do them at all. I don't think resolutions should be about that. I think they should be about little changes that you can make throughout the year that will lead and work together to create a bigger and better life for you, I think. So that's what I try to do with mine. I've separated them into 3 different categories. The first is health and fitness, the second is personal life, and the third is career. And I thought by separating them into categories it'd be really easy to kind of know what I want to do, and I've made them very easy so that I don't get disheartened if I fall off the bandwagon. Yes, are you ready? New Year's resolutions for health and fitness 2019. Number 1, learn how to do a handstand. This might sound like such a stupid one, but it's one that I've been wanting to do for such a long time and I've just never got round to it. So as I said, this year I'm putting things in place which means that I am actually going to hit my goals. So I've just signed myself up for a 3-month course on handstands. 3 months learning how to do a handstand. I think if I don't know how to do a handstand by the end of this quarter, then maybe that's one that I'm just going to have to be defeated on. But yeah, I'd love to do a handstand. I think it's a really cool skill. I think it will really improve my core and upper body strength, and yeah, I've just always wanted to do it. I think it's quite impressive. So yeah, hopefully this course, which I start next Tuesday, will help me reach that goal. My second resolution in this category is to have more vegetarian days a week. I've been brought up to be one of those people that has meat at pretty much every meal, maybe bar breakfast. I just have always thought of it as one of the main components of each meal, but a couple of years ago I started living with a vegetarian girl and now I'm living with a vegan, and they both really inspired me to cut down on my meat intake, and I have been loving it. I always feel a real sense of achievement when I have a whole day meat free, so I would like to have more vegetarian days each week throughout 2019. I think not only will it be good for my health, but it's also going to be good for the planet, and anything that we can do, even little things like that, that will help the planet and the environment and animals in a good way, is worth doing. And the way I'm going to do that is try and only eat meat if I can when I'm out at restaurants, and when I am home I'm going to try and have as many meat-free dishes as I can. That's not to say I'm like cutting out meat entirely. I do enjoy meat, unfortunately. I love a chicken fajita, but I'm going to try my best this year. My third one is to do one more exercise thing a week. So currently I do trapeze every Tuesday and that's it. That is it for exercise, and I just feel like exercise will really help my mental health. It isn't a weight loss thing or anything other than just wanting to feel really strong, and I think it will just generally improve my mood and well-being. Whether that be 15-minute stretching a day, it could either be that or a 20-minute at home like YouTube workout, or visiting like an aerial yoga class, or doing Pilates with my housemates, anything like that. Just one other thing a week I think will be great for me. So now on to my personal New Year's resolutions and goals. My first one is to work on my worrying and self-confidence. This is a bit of a broad one. I am the biggest worrier in the world. I worry about everything, I always have. I definitely need some sort of therapy for it, I think. And also my self-confidence, despite appearing great to you guys and to people around me, it's shocking. My self-confidence is shockingly low. Not that I'm not being myself in videos, because I am. I feel like I can talk to you guys because you're here with me in my bedroom whilst I'm filming this video. I feel much more confident in front of you guys than I do strangers in real life. I would really like to work on that this year. I know that's very broad, so I've thought of a couple of ways that I can try and make that happen, and one of those ways is to try mindfulness and kind of relaxation and meditation for 5 minutes every morning. Not only will that get me into a nice positive routine every day, but I think practicing mindfulness will also help my worrying and maybe my confidence as well. Oh, I feel so snotty today. I hope you can't tell. I'm so bunged up. Okay, so my second one is really interesting, and I had just written get rid of unwanted thoughts. I have a lot of negative thoughts going around in my head sometimes, and I was just like, I don't want them anymore. But I was talking to my boyfriend G, and I was reading them out to him, these resolutions, and he said that he thinks unwanted thoughts are sometimes really healthy because you're thinking about things and you can grow stronger from those thoughts. It's better to have unwanted thoughts and to be empathetic and to worry rather than not have any of them at all. He thinks it is actually a strength. So we reworded this resolution together, and instead of get rid of unwanted thoughts, we've decided that I should acknowledge the thoughts and then move past them. Acknowledge they're there, say hello, but then put them to rest and try not to think about them as much. And I think that's such a good little thing that all of us could probably really use. So if that sounds like something you could definitely take on board too, maybe start like a worry diary, but then once they're down and they're off your brain, then hopefully we'll be able to kind of move past them and progress a little bit more. Third is to continue decluttering despite what you might think. I really have made such big progress with decluttering my possessions in the last year, in 2018. I had so much stuff. I still do have so much stuff, but I can't express to you how hard I have tried with that. I have a problem here. I know I have a problem with hoarding. I just feel so awfully guilty if I chuck things away, and it makes me really sad. I know I get a lot of hate from comments saying that why do I have so much stuff? Like I live in a tip. How can anyone find that attractive? Yeah, my life is a bit of a mess, and those comments really hurt me because like it's a problem. I think it's a fear of losing things that makes me just hoard on to material things, and I'm also really sentimental as well, so this is a big one for me. I'd like to continue decluttering and slimlining not only my wardrobe but all of my possessions. I'm never going to be minimalistic as much as I'd like to be, but I'd like to be to feel like I can live with a lot less. This fourth one is so stupid, I don't know why I even added it. Get my boobs measured. I can't even remember the last time I got my boobs measured, but it is they are in desperate need of being measured. I have no bras that fit me properly, so that is something I want to do this year. Get my boobs measured and get some bras that actually fit. Fifth resolution in my personal category is to read more books. This is always a resolution of mine. I read 15 books last year, which I don't think is too bad, but I'd like to read 20 this year. I use Goodreads if anyone else does. Oh, I love Goodreads. It's one of my favourite websites in the world. I use that to kind of organise the books that I want to read and the books that I'm currently reading and the books that I've read. So I'll leave my profile down below if you guys want to come and see what I'm reading at the moment. Podcasts definitely took over the past couple of years. So I do feel like I have a little bit less time now because I do want to dedicate more time to podcasts, but books is something that will always bring me immense joy. I guess I should also say journal more. I put this on my resolutions every single year and I always fail without a doubt, but I just bought myself a Leuchtturm 5-year diary, 5-year memory book. I'll leave a link down to this. I think it's such a great idea. It basically means that you can write like 1 line or 2 lines a day, which is so much more manageable than writing a whole diary entry every day. And I just love the fact that then next year when you come back round to this page, you'll see a memory from the year before. I just think it's such a lovely idea and great for someone sentimental like me, so I'm really excited to start using this. And then on to my final category, which is career. I'm a bit worried about telling you guys these in case they don't happen, but I really want them to. I want to push myself with these. So the first is to follow with adult content. At the end of last year I started expanding the kind of content that I am putting out on this channel, and I really enjoyed it and I feel so much more passionate about things now. So yeah, I want to follow on with more adult content, talking to you guys about things that you are experiencing and that I'm going through at the same time, whether it's relationships and dating advice and sex content. Doesn't mean it's going to be really rude or like stupid. I want to have an adult conversation with you guys because you guys are the same age as me. Be nice to be more open and make more conversation about things that are typically thought of as taboo. Let me know what you think about that. Actively pitch to brands I want to work with. This is something new to me, something I've never done with my work before, but I have no idea why, because it makes so much sense. Beforehand, I've always just waited for brands to come and approach me and be like, we want to work with you. As amazing as that is, I love it. I'd also like to reach out to brands that I would like to work with again, or new brands that maybe aren't aware of me that I love and use, and pitch to them, come up with my own campaign ideas and take that to them. I think that's really exciting me, the thought of being a bit more proactive about jobs and my work. This is my work. I need to be a bit more proactive with it. I want to get some headshots done this year, just some like nice headshots, and I would also potentially like to look into acting a bit more. This one is a bit of a wild one and something I'm a bit embarrassed to talk about. I might even cut this bit out of the video, but I do come from an acting background. I went to stage school. I have acted in numerous plays professionally before, which I don't think you guys know about. Mainly theatre. I haven't really done much film or TV work other than kind of my documentary with the BBC. That was less acting, that was more presenting though. But I would like to see if I could explore that area again. I love acting. I think I'm okay at it. Like, that isn't to say that I'm abandoning this. Like, this is my life. You guys are my life. But just as a little side project, I'd like to maybe do a little bit more of that because I miss it. This one again is another one that I'm not sure about telling you about, but I want to start a podcast. I feel like I am podcast queen. Like, I was listening to podcasts way before anyone else was, 5-6 years ago, and they have been such a big part of my life, and I've always wanted to start my own. Fun fact, I actually did start my own. I did the pilot episode for it. It was amazing. I loved it, but it never went ahead because the person I wanted to do it with had prior commitments, and I'm gutted about that because it would have been about 2 years old now. If I had gone it, like if it had happened, it would have been a great time to start. But yeah, that didn't happen, but potentially that is something I would like to work on in 2019. I'd also like to start writing a book this year. Again, that's been something I've wanted to do for so long. I'm not going to tell you my ideas for said book, and it doesn't mean I'll even get it like released or published, but just for myself, I would like to start writing one. And my last career goal is to be on top of my expenses. So boring. It gets to like December, January every year and I haven't done any expenses on my spreadsheets, and I have to spend like a week doing them, and I hate my life at that point. So if I spend 15 minutes every week doing that, my life will be so much easier come this time next year. So that's another goal, kind of in a way to be organised. I'd like to be more organised, obviously, and that's one of the ways that I can make that happen. Yeah, that's all my New Year's resolutions for 2019. I'm really excited for this year. I really want to focus on work. Like, work is the goal for me this year. I have so many content ideas, a lot around dating, which I think you guys are gonna love. I just need to get a cameraman to help me with some of those, so stay tuned. And if there's anything you would like to see me do this year on my channel going forward, let me know as well. I'm so open to that. To end this video, a little bit of a life update. Everything is going swimmingly. This time last year, I remember feeling like January and February went on for so long, and I remember being a bit like meh and a bit down, inspired but not that passionate. But this year is a completely different story. Like, I feel like I'm in a really great place. I'm really happy with my home life. I still absolutely love this house I'm living in with my housemates. I'm really happy that my friends and family have good health. I'm so grateful for that. Like, my family are my everything, and without them I don't know what I'd do. So yeah, that's all positive. I'm absolutely hopelessly in love with a boy, which is also just incredible, and didn't think that would be a part of my life. Like, I totally wasn't ready to fall in love with anyone. I haven't spoken to you guys about this yet, but when I first started dating him, I had a complete breakdown. I was just like, fuck, I like this guy, but I love being single, and I'm not willing to settle down for anyone unless they're absolutely perfect and right for me. And I remember having such a big moment of I don't know what to do, and I'm scared and I feel vulnerable because I was kind of breaking down all the barriers that I put up since my last relationship ended. But yeah, everything has worked out just brilliantly. He is amazing, and he's just added to my life now. I still would like to keep a really great balance. I think life is all about balance. Too much of one thing is never a good thing. I've always said that, and so I think it's really important, even though I am like so in love with this guy, to keep things very balanced, to still enjoy freedom by myself and doing things by myself. Like even this morning, he doesn't know this yet, I booked myself a theatre ticket just to go to the theatre by myself because I still want to be able to do stuff like that. This is so cheesy and so soppy, but I really couldn't see him not being in my life from now on, so that's just a really lovely feeling to have, and I haven't really ever felt that way before. My past relationships have always been a bit up and down from the get-go, and so this is just really new and exciting and just great. I love it, it's great. In terms of holidays, don't have any planned. Don't have anything really exciting coming up either, so I guess we're gonna knuckle down with work for the next couple of weeks and months, and yeah, I'm excited. I would love to hear your top New Year's resolution down below. Leave me a comment, let me know what it is, if we have any similar ones, and if you have any advice on how you think I should action some of mine as well, that would be really helpful as well. I love you guys lots, and yeah, mwah!